Hey everyone. So it's already May. I still don't have a job. We're almost halfway through the year. I don't know when things are actually going to work out for me, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep applying, and hopefully I get something here in Toronto, downtown Toronto. So keep praying for me. I see our Pope's intention for this month is for food security, and that solutions will be found so that everybody has food and has something to eat. And I think it's a good prayer intention to have. We pray the Pope's prayer intention when we say the Rosary. So when we pray the first three Hail Marys, that's for faith, hope, and charity. And we remember the Pope's intention when we say the Rosary every day. And I'm also going to be praying for that. And as for America, most people who are in Canada, we don't like Americans because they're selfish. They only care about money. Even when I was working at Teleperformance, they didn't give me any accommodation, not even for Good Friday, not even to go to church on Good Friday. They didn't give me any accommodation for my health, for anxiety. They only care about money. If you're working and you're earning big money, then they give you the royal carpet treatment. If you're not working, then as far as they're concerned, you're a bum, you need to get psychiatric care, there's something wrong with you, when actually you're not the problem, they are. So I'm happy that people don't want to move to America, because why did President Trump say that Zimbabwe is a shithole? Does he even look at what's happening in his own country? He criticizes Canada, he criticizes the rest of the world. Does he look at what's happened in his own country, in America? When I used to go visit my family in America, I used to go to the poorest areas. I used to get the bus, and then my uncle used to come and fetch me from there, because there was no direct train to go where they were living. So I had to get the bus, go to Port Credit, then change at Port Credit, get another bus, and then he would come and pick me up. So I don't go anymore because I don't have the money to go. And even if I did, I wouldn't go. I would save that money up and rather go on a holiday to Zimbabwe or go on a holiday to England. They can come here now if they want. I don't want to go to their shithole country with their shitty attitudes and their love of money. That's all they love. They love money in America. And that's, even if you watch Pretty Woman, you watch all these movies, it's always about their love of money. They don't love God, they love money. When I used to cry when I was working at Teleperformance, I used to tell them, but I just want to go to church. Can you not accommodate me? Oh no, the client said no. That's how they are. They're very rude and they're very selfish. Or they didn't get their $1,000 jersey that they have to wear to the game, so the world ended. I mean, go to the stadium and buy the jersey there. They sell them there. They are ridiculous. They are the most ridiculous people on earth. And you think they're universities and that are good. They're not good. Our universities here in Canada are much better than theirs. It's only because they got the name. They got the brand, that's all. That's all it is. Even when you come here, they tell you have to brand yourself. I say, what is brand? Oh, you have to have a 3-minute elevator speech. You have to know how to brand yourself. I say to them, I'm not a product. I have skills to offer and I do a job. They're like, no, you have to have a personal brand that you're selling to the employer. I'm like, oh, you people are crazy. So these are all the things they teach you. It's all about marketing here. It's all about marketing. You go and you look at some of those pictures on things on LinkedIn. Some of those pictures that are there, the person put that picture up 20 years ago. When you meet them, they look completely different. So it's really, I'm telling you, they're a land of nutcases as far as I'm concerned. After I worked at Teleperformance, I would not want to go and live in America. Before I worked at Teleperformance, I was a different person. After I worked at Teleperformance, I'm a different person. Their attitudes are awful. But the poverty in America, in a rich country like that, is awful. It's really, I'm telling you, it's something. They have shootings in their schools, they have stabbings, they have drills for the children in case there's a shooter. Every time you turn on the news, there's another shooting or there's another stabbing. I didn't grow up with all that nonsense. So it's ridiculous. And then now all that rubbish is coming here to Canada. When you go and register, like I registered with an employment agency, they used to be called Shannon, a human resources company. They call PeopleSoft now. I had to send them copies of my passport, my Canadian citizenship card, copies of my social insurance number. Before, when you registered with agencies, you didn't have to do all that. Now, you have to send them all that. Even I applied for a job with Statistics Canada, I had to send them all that. You never, before when we applied for government jobs, we didn't have to send them all that. We had to send them all that, so now all that is there with them, just to prove that you are Canadian citizenship. Why? Because they have so many illegal people in the country that are working under the table, and those of us who are here can't get jobs. So it's ridiculous. I'm telling you, everybody says, oh, go to Canada, go to America, don't stay in Africa, there's no future here. And then when you come here, what do you find? There's no help. There's no help, there's no supports. Even if you tell the companies, when I started at TD, I started out in HR. I was reporting to the SVP of HR. Then he said to me, go and work in the business, learn the business, then you can come back into HR. I went and I worked in the business. They refused to even give me $500 to get my HR designation, my HR certifications. Even with his support, his direct reports refused to give the operations managers the supports so that I could retrain and get my HR qualifications. And I told them, I said, well, I want to work in HR. That's why I want to do the courses. Oh, no, it's not in your field. I'm like, what are you talking about? I started in HR. When the opportunities open, I want to move into those relationship managers role. Oh, no, they refused. And I wasn't supporting people like at the junior level. I wasn't supporting the analysts and the juniors. I was supporting people at the VP level and above. I was supporting people who were reporting into Ed Clark at the time. They refused. And they had to listen to them. I was like, there's something wrong with these people. And it was the same after that everywhere I worked. Then I only had contracts. I had contracts as a project manager, as a consultant, project coordinator. I had executive assistant roles supporting the C-suite, like CEOs of companies. I worked at Hugerson Consulting. I worked at OBN Security. But it was all temporary. That's why when I got that job at Teleperformance, I stayed there. Oh, now they laid me off, so I have to find a new job. That's why I registered with employment agencies, and then I registered with the Career Foundation. It's like, my life is like a nightmare. I'm telling you, it's like a nightmare. I have to report bi-weekly to the Career Foundation, and then anything I get, like any income that I get or any financial gifts I get, I have to also report that to Ontario Works, to welfare. Yeah, so the Americans are the worst employers. They're the worst. I would not want to work for an American company. Even if they offered me like $300,000, $1 million, I'll say, keep your company. I don't know why Canadians are leaving here and going to America. I don't know. I really don't know why they're going. Because if you're an entrepreneur here, they do have things available. For me, it's hard because I'm a spiritual director and I'm a Maxwell speaker. So they won't give me the funding because they're saying you don't have an income. Well, how do you get an income if somebody is not willing to give you a loan or to invest in you? But I don't get it. I don't know why people are leaving Canada to go to America. America's a shithole. You go to New York, it's rat infested. You go to LA, like LA had a big problem with people defecating in the streets and poverty and all that. Then they had all those fires, all those billionaires, they landed up paupers. And they're saying that Blackrock started those fires. So, to get insurance. Who knows whether it's true or not, but that's what I saw on YouTube. That's how they are. They destroy the country to make money. That's what, and then their government, they criticize Africa and Canada and all these places. President Trump refused to go to South Africa. They are a laughing stock. They shut down their government. Every few years they shut the government down. They leave people without food, without their, like I get welfare. People get welfare cards there to go and buy food. They leave them penniless without anything. They leave them starving. I mean, it's ridiculous. We are bad here as well. I mean, you can't, the government, I think they're living in a dream world. You're supposed to live on $24 a day for your rent, for your food, for your transit, for everything. That's what they give me for the welfare. $733 a month. And they know that the average rent in Toronto is $3,000. So I wrote to the Prime Minister, I wrote to all the parties. Before, when Justin Trudeau was there, they used to call back. You think this new government cares? Mark Carney's office, they don't care. They never even call me back. Even Vince Gasparro, I called his office so many times. They never called me back. I sent emails to say that this is not right. We can't live on this. People have to go to food banks because we can't buy the food. So from that $24, I'm supposed to pay my rent, buy food, do everything. They don't care. I'm telling you, they don't care. And they don't care. Even our Catholic Church is pushing back against MAID because how many people are misdiagnosed? How many people are accused of having mental health problems when sometimes it's a cultural difference or there's something that they misinterpret? Many people get misdiagnosed. So it's ridiculous. I'm very disappointed in Prime Minister Carney's office because when I used to write to Prime Minister Trudeau, they used to call me back and they used to say, Ms. Fernandez, we got your email. Thank you for writing. We are taking it seriously and we are looking into it. At least that courtesy. Oh no, not Prime Minister Carney's office. Jean Chrétien did it for me. Paul Martin did it for me. Stephen Harper did it for me. They all had the courtesy to say thank you for writing and to try to set up a meeting. Or if they couldn't meet with me, to get one of their delegates to meet with me, to talk to me, to find out what the problems were. And this is not from the time I was with the One campaign. This was from the time I stepped into Canada, from the time I came into this country. What is he doing? He's jet-setting all over the world, and what's happening to people here? We're going into poverty. We can't get jobs. I mean, with my skills and education, I can't even get a job in retail. Oh no, it's not right. And I've had referrals at all these banks. All the people that left Teleperformance, they all referred me in all the banks. And they referred me to the recruitment agencies that place people in the banks. And on top of that, I've also been applying on Indeed, on the company websites, on employment agency websites. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but I would not go and live in America even if you paid me. The people there don't care. They'll tell you, oh, go and live in a tent. Why don't you claim bankruptcy? Because we're not going to help you with your rent. Why don't you just go? We don't know what's going to happen to you. And you don't even do anything to them. You don't hurt them. You don't do anything to them. But that's their attitude. That's their attitude. They're not like us people that are born in Zimbabwe. They're not. So I'm glad that I'm out of Teleperformance actually. I never want to work for the Americans again. I'm disgusted with them. They have horrible attitudes. They call you and they say you have a shitty attitude. They're the ones with the shitty attitudes. They're the ones. If I'm making 300,000, then they'll give me all the respect in the world. Oh, please take it and shove it where the sun don't shine. Don't even contact me for your jobs paying $300,000. I don't want them. I was doing the same kind of jobs working with the executive at TD that people like Teresa Bowman and Susan White were doing. It's just that I couldn't get into anything. They all cried when I left there. All those tears are not helping me. It's the same thing with Roger Federer. Don't go around telling people that you love me. They won't let you hire me. Say, no, we don't like her. We just want to give her a job. Then they'll let you hire me. It's ridiculous what they're doing, the Americans. They're ridiculous. They must go home. We don't want them here. They must leave Canada and go there and send our Canadians back here. We don't want it. Take your money and shove it.